Well, hello there again. Scott Hache here for the Network Marketing Mentors Show. And today we have a special guest with us today, Dave Smith. Now, Dave's been in the industry for quite a while now, and he's earned over 7 figures in the industry. He has recently been crowned with the Distributor of the Year with his company, and he also is a great corporate trainer that has been used quite a few times with his company. So, Dave, welcome to the show today.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me on the show today, Scott. This is going to be fun.
Absolutely. Now, Dave, tell us a little bit about yourself and what it takes to become a leader just like yourself.
Well, a little bit about myself. Do I have 30, 40 minutes? No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally
Take as long as you'd like.
Right. No, real quickly, I actually grew up in a contractor's home. So construction, right? Construction contractor. My dad was a contractor. Mm-hmm. And so his whole goal was to teach me how to work hard like he does, right? So I learned how to work hard, and I learned how to work long hours, and I learned how to work till the job was done. So that's probably the first key in becoming successful in this industry is be willing to work hard and work till the job's done, right?
Absolutely.
So growing up as a contractor's son, you learn all that kind of stuff. Well, later on in life, my wife and we decided to start our own business. I actually do network marketing with my wife, Lori, also. But, you know, back to the construction area, we actually started our own masonry contracting firm back in the 90s, right? Mm-hmm. And we went to work hard, and I worked long hours and worked till the job got done, right? So one of the things that I developed in that business that helped Lori and I's company go so well, fact is, just a side note, we started literally 5 different brick and mortar type businesses.
Wow.
5 different construction type, trucking type businesses, but only one actually took off and went really well, right? So in that industry, that business that we were running, I learned that when I was sending my guys on a job site to do a job, they hadn't seen that job yet, and I explained to them a little bit what the job's going to be like. Mm-hmm. But I developed a habit of actually writing notes as I was bidding and doing the takeoff of the job and bidding the job and doing the negotiations for the contract. I wrote notes so that when I sent my guys to actually do the work, I had laid out for them kind of a getting started right first week, what I thought they would get completed and what they need to watch out for, things like that. So that's kind of how I became so successful in the masonry industry, is I laid the guys out really well when they showed up on the job site to go to work. So basically, I'm a bricklayer that learned how to do network marketing. It's kind of fun.
Excellent. So when you actually sent these people out there and you laid everything out for them, is that kind of like what you do with your business now? Like, is that some of the things that brought you to be successful in network marketing? Is actually taking that experience and moving it into network marketing? Definitely.
Along with the working hard and working till the job's done type scenarios that we had to learn and that was hard to learn. Those were tough lessons to learn. But yeah, getting people laid out correctly so that they felt successful the first minute on the job site, right? That's what we brought over to this industry, is when new teammates come on to our team, we want them to have just enough information, not too much, but just enough information to feel successful and feel confident that they could go out and have a good day or a good week in this business their first week, and it works. It works great.
So it's very important to get people started right out of the gate.
It is.
Absolutely. Now, in your opinion, like, what would be the best piece of advice for people that are sitting here watching this show right now? What does it take to get started right?
Well, your companies all have like a fast start program or a getting started right program or whatever it is they have, and typically you'll see that those are simple to follow. Mm-hmm. And there's a few steps that you need to do on a daily basis to become successful. So your programs probably already have that. But one thing you need to make sure when you're getting new teammates started right is keep that simple. Mm-hmm. Keep it to the first rank, so you don't want to fill their heads with way too much information that they're going to be learning about as they go in the business. You want to just give them enough information. Maybe it's a script, maybe it's Maybe it's an opening invitation script. Tell them word for word what you say or what you think they should say to the people that they know. You know, these are people that know, like, and trust them, and they're nervous to call them. They're nervous to invite them. So give them some kind of a script that's easy for them to say to anybody, whether they know them really well or don't know them at all, and get them started that way. Get them started with a perfect script. Let them know that success starts with this small building block. Most programs have, you know, you need to get 2 in, or you need to get 3 distributors in, or you need to get some customers and some distributors. That's your program. You know what that is. Just teach that one section. Don't teach the whole comp plan. Just stick to the building block, if you will, the success unit, and keep that part simple. Give them a little something to say and help them do it. Help them do it. In fact, you know, a distributor's first week or first month in the business, they shouldn't be left alone to go out and do this thing by themselves. You should probably be helping them invite their first 3 or 4 people to take a look.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want them to feel defeat their first week or first month in the business. You want them to feel like, oh, what Dave just did, I could do that. That was easy. What makes him so successful? Well, just that. The thought, the thing that you actually just thought, that's what makes me so successful. You make it look easy, and you make it easy. Build their confidence up. Give them a track to run on that's very simple for them to run on.
Absolutely. It makes complete sense to me, because obviously if you give them too much information right out of the gate, that's information overload. And for a lot of the people that are just getting started, they've never done this before. So it's overwhelming to begin with, let alone having to, learn everything all at once. So I love your concept about just giving little bits of information in just that it's a checklist type format that will allow them to be able to, to pace themselves in the first week. And of course, you being there right by their side all the time, that makes complete sense, because at least they have that buddy that's there to make them feel comfortable with their business. I definitely think that's a great point for sure. Now, Dave, what would be the number one thing that you would let our viewers know to be successful in the industry? You've been very successful both in your brick business as well as your network marketing business. What is the number one thing that people could take home today that is the greatest advice that you've been ever given that could actually help them out and build their business?
Well, this is something that I learned the hard way, right? Because I pride myself on knowledge, my own knowledge. I pride myself on that a little too much sometimes. So the thing that I learned the hard way is this: when somebody would ask me a question when I first got started, and I still have a tendency to go here, by the way, but they would ask me a question, and I have all the knowledge here. I like to learn everything.
Yep.
There goes my Harley clock. I don't know if you can hear that. I have
That's great.
Clock. Is that cool or what?
That is pretty cool.
I can't even talk when it's going off because I like to just think about riding the Harley, right? So it's done. All right. So it's this. People ask me a question, and they're going to ask your new reps questions. So the first thing I think that we need to instill in them is, when you're asked a question, don't answer it. Now that may sound really, really funny. Well, let me tell you a way to answer the question. Point to a tool. 3-way a leader in. Don't you answer your friend's question. Make sure you use a tool to answer their question. They ask you a comp plan question. They ask you a how much does this cost question. They ask you simple questions that you think you should just answer them. If you do answer those questions, then they think they got to know everything you know before they can actually become successful in the business. So don't answer the questions the way you feel like you should with your mouth. Be pointing at tools and third party and call an upline member or get them on to a conference call or something like that. That's how you answer the questions.
Great idea, because I never actually thought about that, because by me pointing to different tools and resources and pulling people in, if I'm showing that to the new person that's looking at the business, they can then see that it is a duplicatable process that even they could do as well.
Right. Yep. It's
excellent. Huge. Excellent point. Thank you so much, Dave, for being on the call here today. If you like this video, please definitely subscribe to us on our podcast. We have it right in iTunes, as well as we have a YouTube channel that you can join us on as well. We also have the video podcast, so you can see this video in iTunes as well. And of course, we have lots of great content coming right at you. We have more leaders just like Dave here coming to join us on the show. So thank you very much, Dave, once again for being on the show, and hope to have you back someday.
My pleasure. Thank you. Appreciate it.